Hello and welcome to Ask Kelsey. My name is Kelsey Fox Bennett and I am an embodied self-love and mindfulness coach, a healer and an educator, and someone who is super passionate about sharing healing tools with you. So let's dive right in. Our question today comes from a mama and she says, Kelsey, thanks for the opportunity. I know you have some great tools to help me. I am one of your More Than Mom clients, yay, and have really found myself struggling to keep my emotions in check when my preschooler pushes me to the limits. This is after multiple calm requests to do something basic like get dressed, go to the bathroom, etc. I don't want to yell or grab my child in a harsh way, but recently caught myself doing so, and it's not the mom I want to be. What suggestions do you have for me when my blood pressure starts to boil and I feel rage coming on? And how can I keep myself calm in the moment and navigate a preschool confrontation with ease? Oh, so good. I love this question so much because it's just such an honest question. I mean, yes, everybody feels that craziness that comes on when you're talking to a tiny human and it's like you're talking to a wall or you're talking to a jerk who is pushing every last one of your buttons, driving you absolutely insane. And it's really hard to remember that they're just tiny humans and that they don't know better and that their brains are still forming and that they're looking for connection while simultaneously looking for independence. It's a big one. This is a big topic. I could talk about this for hours, but I want to give you some direct support right away. So first and foremost is to know that you're not alone and to forgive yourself for any of this rage or these feelings that have come up in the past. It's completely normal. It happens to all of us. It happens to me. I've felt that feeling where the rage comes up. And so first and foremost, just acknowledge that it's okay. It is okay. And do your best to forgive yourself. You're doing amazing because you are asking for support. And that is huge. That is transformative in and of itself. But you have to forgive yourself for anything that has come up in the past or any moments that you're like, oh, I wish I could rewrite that. Now you can't rewrite that, but you can rewrite the future. You can make these steps and make these changes that I'm sharing with you today to make it easier in the future. So if you're having trouble with forgiveness, a mantra that I really love is, I am willing to forgive. And you can even say, I am willing to forgive myself. Thank you for showing me the way. And you can say that to spirit, to God, to angels, to the universe, to whatever it is that you believe in. But I love that mantra. I am willing to forgive. Thank you for showing me the way. So that is step one. Step two is to have a tool for in the moment. Yes, it is so vital to have resources when you are feeling that blood rising, you're feeling yourself getting, that anger or that frustration coming out, right? It's because this tiny human is not listening, is not acknowledging you, is not actually a fully formed, adult that you can have a conversation with, though even the adults in the world can have you, give you this sensation. And they're triggering you. They know you. They can push every button that you have because they know you better than anybody else. So basically you're getting triggered, right? You're getting pushed to this place of rage, this place of beyond. And one of my favorite tools for that is a tool from Brain Gym. It's a form of educational kinesiology that uses simple, intentional movements to reduce stress in the body, reconnect areas of the brain. And today's tool is called hookups. It's super simple, and we're going to do it right now. So how you get into it is thumbs up, thumbs down, cross them over, clasp upside down, and zip up your coat. Now you can tell I go through this step-by-step process, or maybe you can tell, because I work with kids. I do this with kids all of the time. This is a great one to share with your kids so that they have a tool as well. Now you also want to cross your ankles beneath you. And if you have, if you need a little bit of extra support too, you can put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. And as you breathe in, press the tongue up on the top. And then breathe out, relax. Good. And continue just like that. Pressing the tongue every inhale. And that just brings kind of that attention to your limbic brain that kind of slows you down. I can feel it already. And this pose, it brings all of your energy back to the core of your body. Calms you down. You can close your eyes if you're doing this. You can do this laying down, seated, standing. If you're standing, it activates your balance. This is one of my favorites for feeling triggered, whether it's with kids or not. And it also helps to calm your entire nervous system. And when that happens, you're changing the dynamic between you and this tiny human. You're changing the environment in the room. It's awesome. So stay here as long as you need, as long as you like. I always like to do a big yawn or a big deep breath at the end. And the tongue on the roof of the mouth is bonus. I find that it just helps you get there faster, but it's not necessary. And then you're going to release the fingers, release the ankles, bring your fingertips together. This just signals that you're back. You're ready to go back out in the world. So this is an awesome tool. You can use it on yourself in the moment. You can use it anytime you need. And you can also invite your tiny human to either A, do it with you, B, help you do it. They can help you count, or, they can give you some support while you're doing it. C, you can just do it and they just are doing their own thing. And so whatever variation on that is helpful for you, please use it. Some good language to use is say, I'm having some big feelings, and so I'm putting myself in this pose to help me feel better. I noticed that you're having some big feelings too. Would you like to join me? And they may or may not be up for it, depending on if you've used this in other situations. But it's a lovely, lovely tool to use because it's going to shift your energy. And when you shift your energy, the dynamic will change. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to provide a link to Aha Parenting. They had this amazing blog talking about discipline at all of the different ages so that you realize that these tiny human brains are going through different things at different stages. And so the way that you communicate with them is slightly different at each one. Now, bottom line is they are tiny humans and they need the space to claim their independence and to have their feelings, but to also feel secure and safe and connected. Really, that's all we want, is to maintain this connection, right? And so I love the language that Aha Parenting uses. They have wonderful tools, so I'm going to provide that as a link and as a resource. I love you guys so much. This is big. This is a big topic. I could say so much more on this, but hopefully that one tool, the reminder of self-forgiveness, I am willing to forgive. Thank you for showing me how. All this yumminess just opens the doors. Now, if you're finding that there's some deep feelings underneath that's being triggered in you from your tiny human, I recommend one-on-one healing. I recommend reaching out to me or reaching out to another healer or therapist or coach that you know to get that support so that you can address the internal things that are bubbling to the surface. Because the more you do that, the more there's just the space for them to be kids and grow up and be their own selves versus, putting our stuff on them, right? It's huge. This is very much conscious parenting mindset, and it is not easy. So support is worth it. You are worthy of support. So that is my insight for you today. I love you so much. If you have a question, whether it's related to parenting or relationships or family or career, whatever it is, let me know in the comments or go to kelseyfoxbennett.com/ask-Kelsey. Looking forward to hearing from you. Bye.